I don't always know what I'll be in the mood for, whether to get painty or stitchy or something in between. I'm headed out on a road trip next week, and one of the hardest things for me whenever I travel is knowing what supplies I want to bring. I always end up either not packing much of anything and kind of being bummed when I'm there, or I go the opposite route and I pack way too much stuff that hardly gets touched. So I'm on a mission to pack a little travel art bag, so having a good range of things that I could do, but also kind of containing it to one size container. Other main thing that I'll be taking with me is my Travel Art Carryall, and really this alone would have so many options for me to play with. So I'll show you inside that as well. That's a class if you want to go check that out. I have a little tote here that I'm going to play around with. I just ordered it. Okay, let's start thinking about what we want to include as we travel. The first thing that I'll be packing in my bag is my Travel Art Carryall. Now I can fit a lot of good stuff in here, and so I'm really curious first to see what else I even feel like I need beyond this. So the link for how to make this in a class is down below, but first here I'm just going to take stock of what's already in here and what needs to be filled up. So I have some pockets here. I can put some needles up there, and then I'm going to put some more collage elements in here, maybe another stencil or two. And then I have some fabric scraps so I can see if I want to add to those. I have a little pouch here in the middle. It's empty right now, but that would be good for like my scissors and other things. And then back here, I have some thread already in here. Got to get myself a couple more needles, I think, to put in here. But then that will be good. I also already can fit in a journal. I also have black and white paint back here. And then I have this little guy that slips in, and I'll be filling that with even more embellishments. Took the time and put everything in my bag. So let's unpack it here and see all of the essentials that I'm going to be bringing with me on my trip. A lot of the things I kind of had pre-done in different containers that were ready to travel or come with me. So it made it a little bit easier, but I definitely wanted to think through the process on everything that I wanted to include. So first up, we have my traveler's notebook here, or my travel carry-all. So in here, I have a lot of my essentials. So I have a little spray bottle. I have some large jumbo paper clips here that I like to use for keeping my journal pages down. I have a little cutting mat. So if I want to use my X-Acto knife, and a few little like sewing needles. And then in here, we have a few collage papers. I do have some more in my bag. I put in like 4 different kinds of stencils, some fabric bits, and some larger pieces of fabric. And then in my pouch, I have ruler, scissors, I have my pliers, I have a bone folder, X-Acto knife, and also a metal ruler. Okay, and then back here, I still have some different sewing threads. I have washi tape. I have a notebook that I can work in. And then I have my white and black paint, just regular paint. And then I have all of these different pins and paper clips and all of that kind of stuff for little embellishments. So that slides right in this pocket. So that's everything that's in the travel carry-all. And then this just fits perfectly right in this pocket. Next up, I have a handmade journal to work inside. And so I'm gonna keep that in here. I have a little bag of little tiny fabric scraps, and will go with the color scheme. So I typically, when I travel, a lot of times I just pick black and white things to bring along because it really helps me to narrow down my focus versus trying to pack all the colorways of all of the things. I love neutrals, and so it's a great opportunity for me to really focus in on that. Here I have a old tin, and I have a lot of different collage papers in this. I may go through this and take some stuff out before I actually go on my trip. So it is a double layer, which is really nice. And I have color in the bottom. So I'm actually think I'm going to take this out and maybe put some more fabric pieces in here, but it gives me nice collage papers to work with. And I like that it fits into the size of this tin, and this tin fits perfectly inside this bag. So it's all meant to be. Also in that pocket, I have what I call my carry-all journal. I'll put the link for the membership down below that you can learn how to make this. So this is just my journal that I put kind of everything in. I do my morning pages in here. I also put sometimes some swatching, or if I have leftover pieces on my desk, I'll just collage those in. And then in our third big pocket over here, I have some stitching supplies. So again, keeping to those neutrals, some pins and some different thread. And there's also little snips in here as well. In this one, I have a few more. I have the paper tape that I like. I also have receipt tape here, which is fun to make marks on. And then I have a couple of colors of heavy body paint as well. I could go without this container if I wanted to leave more room and then put these things in something else. But for right now, I have the room, so I'm just going to stick to it. These boxes, by the way, are a class that will be coming up. These art boxes, so you can learn how to make those hopefully soon. So both of these I decorated. And then here I have some of my different writing things. This is mainly for making art itself, for making art marks. I have a few paint brushes since I do have some paints with me. I also will be using my fingers. I have one palette knife and then a silicone scraper as well. And then just my basic pencils and a couple marker type things. And then in this pouch in here, I don't have too much in it, but mainly I didn't have containers big enough for them. I wanted them in here, but I didn't want them lying loose at the bottom. So I have a couple different widths of double-sided tape. I have a stapler, and then I also have two other little scrappy type journals that I've started. These ones are really itty bitty. They're perfect for collaging in. And so I'll bring those with. It goes perfectly with that black and white neutral theme that I've packed everything in. So those will be great to bring along. I also might have a journal cover or something started that I can bring to stitch. And if that's the case, I'll probably take out this box and put those things probably just in this bag back here and tuck my small stitching project right in there. So I hope that you guys enjoyed seeing everything that I am putting in my travel art bag. Let me know if you have one and what your essentials are to put in it. And then it did come with a strap so I can do over the shoulder or crossbody. I have this other one that I bought that is really cute. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that on now to just spruce that up a little bit. I love the black and white pattern. The other thing I was thinking of doing is I could do some hand stitching on this strap. So now it is all ready to go. I'm really happy with the size of this one. And I even have pockets on the front. I could slip more pens in there if I wanted. It can fit my phone really easily. So I think this is a very nice, easy size to be able to bring with me in the car. It has a lot of everything that I want to work on, and it doesn't feel too limiting, but it also doesn't feel like I'm packing my entire studio with me, but I'll have everything that I need. So leave a comment down below what you like to bring in your art bag.